Hi, I'm Mike, the two-lane traveler, bringing you another road tripping video. I went on another one of my favorite drives in the Smoky Mountains, the Newfound Gap Road between Gatlinburg, Tennessee and Cherokee, North Carolina. Ride along with me. Before starting, I decided to get a quick bite at the Log Cabin Pancake House. It has good food, a large parking lot where parking is at a premium, and it's less than a mile to the entrance of the national park. And now we're off and on our way. This is the entrance to the park, and all of the driving distance mile markers I mention are from this point. The drive is about 30 miles with speed limits ranging from 25 to 45 miles an hour. If you drive just straight through, it will take about an hour. But if you take advantage of all the great hikes, overlooks, rushing water, and other things, it could easily take you all day. I'm estimating about 3 to 4 hours for my trip because of all the planned stops I want to make. The first stop is going to be at the Sugarlands Visitor Center at the 1.7 mile marker of the trip. This is where I'm going to pick up the Newfound Gap Road Auto Tour booklet. It costs $1.25 and has a lot of useful information. There are lots of other books and various items for sale there too. There are park rangers on site that can answer virtually any question you have about the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Take advantage of it and stop there. Use the restrooms too. There aren't a lot of options along the way. We aren't stopping here, but on the left is the Sugarlands Valley Nature Trail at the 2.1 mile marker. This is a paved half-mile loop over flat terrain. It's wheelchair accessible and passes many old building sites and leads to the west prong of the Little Pigeon River. Chimney's picnic area is just ahead of the 6.2 mile marker. It's too early to eat again, but I'll drive through it. It's a very nice area and sits right next to the river. Just past the picnic area, there are 5 pullouts with views of chimney tops at an elevation of 4,700 feet. The next thing we're going to come up to is the loop. It's called the loop because the road loops under and then back over itself. This engineering feat was necessary because the valley is too narrow for a hairpin turn. Wiley Oakley, a well-known old-time mountain guide, explained that the loop was there because when they built the road, there was some left over, so they had to tie a knot in it. Here is where we're looping under the road. Then we'll make a long, sweeping left-hand curve. It isn't easy to see in the video, but right here is where we pass back over the road as we complete the loop. Short ways past the loop is one of many pullouts where you can stop and walk down to the Little Pigeon River and experience the rushing water up close. The next stop is the Newfound Gap. located on the Tennessee-North Carolina border at an elevation of 5,046 feet above sea level. The gap gets its name, Newfound, because it was never used as a passage through the mountains until US 441 was built in the 1930s. The big stone structure is the Rockefeller Memorial. John D. Rockefeller offered up to a $5 million matching grant to buy the land for the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Franklin Delano Roosevelt stood on the memorial to give a speech during the dedication ceremony of the park in 1940. This view is of the Oconaluftee Valley with the Newfound Gap Road off in the distance. Another interesting fact is that the Appalachian Trail crosses right in front of the memorial. You can walk a little or a lot of the 2,100-mile trail that connects Georgia and Maine. A 7-mile detour at Clingmans Dome Road will take us to a 6,643-foot elevation, the highest in the Smokies and the highest in the state of Tennessee. The mountain was officially renamed Kuwohi after a formal request by the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. Unfortunately, the low-lying clouds allowed limited views. Here is a photo of the tower on a clearer day. Kephart Prong Trailhead is the location for a small bridge across the Oconaluftee River. It's right next to the road at the 23.5-mile mark. Next stop is Mangus Mill at the 29.9-mile marker. The mill was built in 1886 to grind corn and wheat for nearby farmers. We're now arriving at the Oconaluftee Visitor Center and Mountain Farm Museum. If you are traveling from Cherokee to Gatlinburg, this is where you would obtain your information booklet. The museum includes reconstructed buildings, livestock, and heirloom gardens. Ahead on the left is the southern starting point of the Blue Ridge Parkway. It offers a 469-mile drive from the North Carolina Smokies to Shenandoah National Park in Virginia. It's a magnificent trip, but I'll save that for a future video. Just left the Great Smoky Mountain National Park and have entered the Cherokee Reservation. We have one more stop consisting of a roadside giant and a very good restaurant to have lunch in. The Indian Brave is a variant of the Muffler Men I've done a few videos on. This one has been standing here since 2022. Prior to that, he was located about a mile away where he stood for many years. Lunch was at Native Brews Tap and Grill, where I had a terrific burger before starting on my way home. And that's the drive I took from Gatlinburg to Cherokee. It's an enjoyable trip with many things to do along the way and at both ends. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section below and I'll be sure to respond. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you'd click the thumbs up and subscribe buttons. Thanks again for watching.